A highly controversial judicial reform ruling by Israel's Supreme Court is threatening Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's power.
Yeah, NEWSMAX Jerusalem correspondent Daniel Cohen live in Israel this morning with the very latest. Good morning, Daniel.
Good morning to you. Good morning, Charla and Rob. Highly questionable, the timing of the Israeli Supreme Court decision. One of the reasons Hamas launched the terror attack back on October 7th was this perception that the Israeli people were splintered and weak over the judicial reform controversy. Prime Minister Netanyahu so far has not responded to the razor-thin 8-7 decision of the justices to strike down the key component of the reform passed by the Knesset that limits the court's ability to overturn democratic legislation the court considers unreasonable. Deep divisions over this issue have been set aside largely while Israel focuses on defeating Hamas. The defense minister saying the war will last likely through 2024, but that Israel is ready to repopulate the communities on the Gaza border attacked by terrorists.
Here in our southern communities, life will return to its course. In accordance with the recommendations given by the IDF, we will soon be able to return communities home in areas within a range of 4 to 7 kilometers north of the Gaza Strip.
Meantime, two ultra-Orthodox cabinet members are suggesting new Jewish settlements in Gaza and calling for Israel's neighbors to permanently absorb over 2 million displaced Palestinians. Now, some people consider the idea of population transfer proposed by Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir and Finance Minister Bezalel Smotrich as extreme. And that includes Prime Minister Netanyahu, who has said publicly Israel will not rule Gaza post-Hamas. Another threat facing Netanyahu, Iran's warship, which has reportedly entered the Red Sea, just as President Biden pulled the USS Ford out. The presence of the Al-Bors is ratcheting up tension where Iranian-backed rebels there from Yemen have already been attacking commercial ships. And Robin, Charlotte, as I send it back to you, one more thing. Another terror group in Gaza called the Al-Din Brigade says it lost contact and communication with a group of Israeli hostages as a result of airstrikes on terror targets. We don't know how many captives may be involved in that discussion, but it's a story that we'll be following for you throughout the day. Rob, Charlotte, back to you.
All right, Daniel, appreciate that. Just some housekeeping. Yes, as we start the new year, at least 9 Americans still being held hostage as part of that massive group of Israelis. Hopefully in the new year, we see an end to this war, but hopefully, Israel is able to eliminate Hamas from the Gaza Strip and then go from there. But nothing happens until that happens first. Daniel Cohen will stay on top of it for us until that day comes. Daniel, good to see you. Thank you.